So we have learned alpha plus beta is minus b by a, alpha beta is c by a. That is sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a, product of 0 is equal to c by a. B is the coefficient of x, a is the coefficient of x squared, c is the constant term, and a is the coefficient of x squared. So this is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. This one is constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. This one now we are going to prove. See, find the zeros of quadratic polynomial 2x squared minus 8x plus 6 and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So we have to find out the zeros of this, and then you have to verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. That is, the relationship is alpha plus beta is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x squared, and the product of 0 is constant term by coefficient of x squared. That you have to verify it. First, let us factorize this. Sum of this two number is minus 8 and the product is sum of two numbers is minus 8, product is 2 into 6 is 12. So we have to get it this one 6 and 2, 6 2s are 12, but sum is minus means dono minus. So it is 2x squared minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. This one already I have shown you. 2x into x minus 3 minus 2 into x minus 3. So x minus 3 is common into 2x minus 2. So 2 is common, x minus 2 into x minus 3. So I told you either of these two should be 0. X minus 2 is 0, x minus 3 is 0, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. So therefore, which are the two zeros? 2 and 3 are the zeros. So 2 and 1 minute. Yes. 2 comes here, this is x minus 1. Therefore, 1 and 3 are the zeros. 1 and 3 are the zeros means here in our formula we have taken alpha and beta are the zeros. So 1 0 I am taking it as alpha, 1 0 I am taking it as beta. Alpha is equal to 1 and beta is equal to 3. So sum of zeros. Alpha is equal to 1 and beta is equal to 3. Sum of zeros. Which are the sum of zeros? Alpha plus beta. 1 plus 3 is 4. And our 2x squared minus 8x plus 6. What is the value of A? A is 2, B is minus 8, C is 6. Now, how you get this 4 from here? You know, this is 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is minus 4. We want plus 4. So, you can write it as minus of minus 8 by 2. Minus of minus 8 will become plus 8. Plus 8 by 2 is 4. So, what is this one? Minus of what is minus 8 is B. And A is 2 is A. So minus B by A, that is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Now product of zeros that is alpha beta. 1 into 3 is 3. How you get 3 from here? You see, C is 6, A is 2. 6 by 2 is 3. So you can write down this one as 6 by 2. 6 by 2 is 3. What is this 6? 6 is C, 2 is A. C by A, that is constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. So you have proved alpha plus sum of this 0 is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Product of 0 is equal to c by a, that is a constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. So our question was find the zeros. We found out the zeros and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So we have verified sum of the 0 is this and the product of 0 is this. So now I will show you 2-3 questions more of the same type. Now you take a question, x squared minus 4x plus 3, and verify the same question, verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. First I am going to factorize this. You know split up of the middle term, sum of the two numbers is minus 4 and the product of two numbers is 3. Coefficient of x squared is 1, that is 3 into 1 is 3. So therefore you have to find out two numbers whose product is 3 and sum is 4. So therefore 3 into 1 is 3, but sum is 4 means both these are minus. So therefore this one is x squared minus 3x minus 1x plus 3. This is x into x minus 3. You want x minus 3 here. So I am taking minus 1 out. When I take minus 1 out, this will become plus x, and minus 1 from 3 when you take it as, it will become x minus 3. Now x minus 3 is common into x minus 1. So any of the both x minus 3 is 0. So x is equal to 3. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. So which are the two zeros? Two zeros are 3 and 1. So two zeros are 3 and 1, not 2, 3 and 1. So you got two zeros are 3 and 1. Then therefore alpha you can take it as 3, beta you can take it as 1. Now I am going to show, verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So our number is x, polynomial is x squared minus 4x plus 3. So this is ax squared plus bx plus c. A is coefficient of x squared, a is here 1. B is coefficient of x minus 4. C constant term 3. Now alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros. Sum of zeros is alpha plus beta, that is equal to 3 plus 1 is 4. How you are getting 4 from here? This is minus 4 by 1 is minus 4. You make it plus, means minus of minus 4 by 1. Minus of minus 4 by 1 is, this minus you keep, minus 4 is b, a. That is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Then product of zeros, alpha beta, that is 3 into 1 is 3. So here 3 by 1, 3 by 1, that is c by a, 3 by a, that is constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. Another type, fifth question. Again I am taking 2x squared plus 4x. What is the degree of this polynomial? 2. So since the degree of polynomial is 2, you can say it is a quadratic polynomial. We have learned this ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers, but only a cannot be 0. So b also can be 0, c also can be 0. When you compare this, what is the value of a? A is 2, b is 4. What is the constant term? There is no constant term here. Therefore, c is equal to 0. So here you have to first factorize. Out of this one, what is that common? 2x. 2x is common. What is left? X is left here plus 2. You cannot factorize more. So here what you can write, this variable x can be 0 or x plus 2 can be 0. X is equal to 0, this x is equal to minus 2. So which are the two zeros? Two zeros are 0 and minus 2. So therefore two zeros are for alpha, you can take it as 0, beta you can take it as minus 2. I compare this 2x squared plus 4x with ax squared plus bx plus c. Value of x, coefficient of x squared is 2. What is the value of b? B is 4. And the constant term, there is no constant term here, so c is equal to 0. Sum of zeros is alpha plus beta. 0 plus minus 2 is minus 2. How the minus 2 come here? 4 by 2 is 2. 4 by 2 is 2. Already you got 2 here, but this is minus, so you put minus here. So minus 4 by 2, that is minus b. 4 is b, 2 is a. So minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Product of zeros, alpha beta is 0 into minus 2 is 0. Here how you go, how you are getting 0? The c is 0. 0 by 2. So 0 by 2. What is 0 by 2? 0 is c. A is 2. So c by a. That is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. So we have verified from this same question. Sum of the 0 is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Product of 0 is constant term divided by x squared. So one more, last question I will show you. Question number 6. Y squared minus 5. Here this is also a degree 2. So quadratic polynomial. But here this is ax squared plus bx plus c. Here what is 0? What is the value of a? Ax squared can be ay squared. If it is ay squared, this will become by. So what is the coefficient of x squared? So it is, you can write down, this is ay squared plus by, because it's a polynomial in y. So what is the coefficient of y squared? A here. What is the coefficient? A is equal to 1. Any y term here? No. Therefore, what is the value of b? 0. Constant term c is equal to minus 5. See the difference between these two. Here in this case, that a is there, b is there, constant term becomes 0. In this case, constant term is minus 5, coefficient of y squared a is 1, but there is no coefficient of y, that is b. B is 0. Here b is 0, here c is equal to 0. So this one is equal to, you cannot, this one either you can factorize or you have to, this one will become 0. Two ways are there, you can write y squared minus root 5 the whole square. Now it is a squared minus b squared, that is a plus b into a minus b. So y plus root 5 is equal to 0. y minus root 5 equal to 0. That is y is equal to minus root 5 and y is equal to root 5. So which are the zeros? Zeros are minus root 5 and plus root 5. Another method is that you know that zeros mean the polynomial becomes 0. So you can write like this: y squared minus 5 is equal to 0. So y squared equal to 5. So any square number is 5 means y is equal to root of 5. So root of 5 means both the values can come. Plus or minus root 5. Plus root 5 into plus root 5 is 5. Minus root 5 into minus root 5 is 5. So y is equal to plus root 5 and y is equal to minus root 5. So which are the zeros? Zeros are plus root 5 and minus root 5. Two methods I have shown you to find out the factorization. Okay. So now this one I'm going to alpha is plus root 5, beta is minus root 5, sum of zeros alpha plus beta, that is plus root 5 plus minus root 5, plus minus will become 0. So I have shown you y squared minus 5, value of this is ax squared, ay squared plus by plus c. A is 1, b is 0, c is equal to minus 5. From these three values you have to get this. So you know 0 means b is 0, 0 by 1. This can be written as 0 by 1. That is equal to, here minus, you put this minus b by a. So it is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Now product of zeros. Alpha beta is plus root 5 into minus root 5, that is 5. How you getting 5 here? Sorry, plus into minus is minus 5. So here you see c is minus 5, a is 1. So you can write it as minus 5 by 1, that is equal to c by a, that is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. So he proved sum of this 0 is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared. Product of two zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. These are the verification. So you know I have shown you almost all the time. Exercise 2.2. This is a class work for you. You are having time 1.5 hours for this period. So you do this class work. Question number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 questions given in the textbook. So you start doing it as classwork, and if it is not finished, the rest of the question do it as homework.